Hey, what's up, everybody? Uh, I guess I'm here in the corner. I didn't really look at the camera angle before I started this. What's up, Black Ball? Large Marge, Jay Dandy, Grand Subject. How you guys doing tonight? Uh, I am drinking a beer tonight, so I've got a North High Hopes, a West Coast IPA. So I was shooting, photographing cocktails at our buddy Albert AJ's bar tonight. So sampled some of the subjects. So figured might as well keep going, right? Hey, what's up, Muskrat? Oh, you said raining here all day. Grand subject. Yeah, it rained from the time I got up this morning, and I think it's still raining now. Unfortunately, last night I was working as well, photographing out at Brighton Brewing in Copley, and it was supposed to rain here. It never did. And then I got to the brewery around 4, and it was like the sun came out. I was like, I held off on riding all day. I knew I was going to work in the evening, and I'm like, is this rain going to pass? And then it never looked like it was. So I was so bummed I didn't go out yesterday. I had a whole plan to go out and ride and make a video, and didn't do it because I listened to the forecast. But today they were spot on. It rained all day long. What's up, Dylan, Raymond, Whiskey, Twan? What's up? Yeah. Sampled some of the subjects. Going to be a good stream. Hey, what's up, Ann Wee? How you doing? Photographing cocktails. Yeah. Let me turn this a little bit. See if I got it loose enough to turn it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So last night too at the brewery they had cocktails and they photographed them. Actually, the owner drove me home, so we were over there, kind of just like he was brewing beer. We're having great conversations. Shooting some beers, shooting some cocktails, like photographs, and I did a whole lighting setup last night. So moving it all around, just kind of taking our time and hanging out, and ended up pretty buzzed by the end of it. But yeah, today a lot more. Today I was actually a lot more chill with sampling some of the drinks, but still, I'm like, well, got to push on through. Yeah, like Blackball just said, train keeps a roll. Yeah, North High is a Columbus brewery. I've been there a couple times. They had this at the drive-through, but I'd never seen this one, so I don't know if it's new or just one we haven't gotten around here. But tasty. Uh, I think North High has a brewery up here or up in Cleveland now too, but I've never been to their Cleveland version. What? Remember how to speak? Been drinking too much. So, yeah, I was going to. I have the gunner over here, and let's see if we got. Nope, no GoPro footage. Let's see if we could fix that. Huh? It was working when I tested everything. Oh well. Let's see if unplug it and plug it back in. Maybe no, it's showing up on the. Yeah, whatever. Camera can. Now it's on the ground. So let's see. Nope. Huh. Strange. It says reset your camera. Do a. I don't keep a battery in the GoPro when I stream because it gets super hot. So I figured it would burn out the batteries, and it's getting the power from the USB Type C anyways. But the problem is the USB C cable is so heavy and stiff compared to the GoPro. It's hard to prop it up. I have this little like selfie stick tripod thing, but it's still so light compared to everything. Let's see if we can get that to work. It says active. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I have the gunner up there. I've got some new parts for it. So I figured might as well go through them and maybe even see if like kind of just like a loose dry fit to see what it's going to look like. But last night I picked up a couple things. The thing is, I have the wheels on order. We had talked about the velocities. Shoot, I was trying to see if this. Okay, stream's looking good. All right. Yeah, I got those velocity blunts, but they haven't come in yet. I think the reason they're taking a while, Yonda told me that, Yonda the mechanic, that they also ordered some, I don't know, polished or special anodized wheels. I guess Large would know. And so Velocity is only going to ship them all their stuff at once. But I've been in no hurry on this build, as you guys have probably noticed, because it's just not. It's winter, and I didn't expect to build up this bike, when Otis gave it to me. So I've just kind of been like, every time I go in the shop, he'll hand me something. He'll be like, take this. This is for the Gunner build. Like, or, we need to order this for the Gunner build. So I haven't. So I figured now is a good time to go through everything and realize figure out what I still need to order. I know I'm going to get a B17 for it. And then the brakes is the thing I wanted to look into because I love those Growtech brakes that I put on the Rally. But I was wondering if I wasn't thinking about the fact that I need to look up. Oh, do I have levers? Okay, well, there we go. Brake levers or something I need. But I do have shifters. If mountain bike style levers will work with those brakes, if the cable pull will be okay. So I'm not sure about that. And that's one thing I've figured we'd look up or I could crowdsource the answer on. But I would really love to use those brakes because I think those brakes look amazing. And they work so well. So let me pull them up. Let's pull those up here before I get into anything else because I'm curious. Something obviously I don't know a lot about, like cable pull with levers, but because I don't run any flat bar bike I have has rim brakes, so I've never really thought about that kind of stuff. Let's see. And I think on this build, these would be the ones to get because they would pretty much match it perfectly. What are those, gunmetal? The gunmetals are cool too. But yeah, I think this would be the perfect ones. Oh, they're out of these ones right now. Well, see if the shop can get them. Perfect for your road, gravel, and touring bike. So it says road short pull. Can you make that? I don't know. Can you make that work with can you get like levers that would make that work? Let's see. I have no idea. Like, they'll have to let me know at the shop, or if any of you guys know if I could make these work. Because they're what I want, but yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Andrew? You said I got to go Paul, so I have a sweet comparison video. Pauls are but Pauls are awesome, but like when you look at the price and what you get with the Growtex and how well they work, Growtex equals, man, I'd have a hard time going with Pauls because they're just so expensive, But it's a write-off. You just write it off. Oh, yeah, Andrew, you need to switch over to party size. Let's see. Paul is a good video explaining cable pull. Yeah, I need to look into that, Chris. Thanks. Let's see. Dylan has it here. The Growtech short pull caliper with the Paul cantilevers that are also short pull. Most mountain bike levers are long pull, but they don't work as well as short pull. The Velo Orange brake levers are flexi. Okay. Short pull or long pull? Okay. Dylan said the Paul cantilevers aren't insanely expensive and are super stiff and make a big difference over the Velo Orange levers or a similar lever. Okay. Okay, Carl, you said if I'm just looking for mountain bike levers, you could get either one. So, Dylan, you still think the that Paul are better brakes? Man, after being out there in like Nutmeg and especially higher ground and riding the mechanical Growtex, like how good they were. I'm not saying that they're better than Paul's because I've only ridden Paul's a handful of times, but they offer me enough modulation and enough stopping power. So I would have a hard time buying the Pauls because of that. Because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm lacking in anything. But yeah. Have I selected valve cap color yet? I have not. Um, oh, Dylan, you were saying not the brakes, the brake levers. Gotcha. Yeah. Does Groutech make a lever? I hadn't even looked into levers because like literally, like I said, I have not thought a ton about, I just haven't thought a ton about the build yet. So let's look up the Paul Canny levers. Oh, Large said the wheels shipped today. Nice. Yeah. I mean, doinks. Doinks. The Presta valve cap covers. I had thought about like doing some painting on this bike because it looks nice, but it is also like a little bit like just boring, like with all the silver just being like silver, silver. But I don't think I'm going to. Originally, I was thinking like maybe I'd put a couple just like even like, I don't know, like racing stripes on it or something. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is now. Like maybe I'll put a couple decals or stickers on here. I'm not sure yet. But, and then also Dylan had brought up doing the cranks, like, because I have black cranks. But right now, I think it's going to be uh, like kind of a mix between like black and silver. I could see down the road making sure everything goes like the silver route, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much uh, off the bat. So build around the Doink inspiration. Twan, you said IRD levers on VO. Shop Paul brake levers. So these are the ones you're saying would work. Oh wait, this one says okay, short pull. Why is the price so wildly different? 9250 to 259 just for the okay, pair. I'd probably get the levers in silver though. So 173. Like what's polished look like? Wait, where do they show them? Okay. Nah, not polished. Cuz my rims aren't going to be polished either. So, I think just the these levers short pull. All right. Jay Dandy said black and silver will come together without even trying. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think that would be the color for this bike obviously, right? It would go with everything else. So, oh, hey, Carl, I missed. Oh, I have it on top chat. Shoot, let me change this. I think I missed some comments. I didn't have the chat set up right. Excuse me. I came. I've been healthy, but I came down here and I start the stream and I started sneezing and coughing. So I'm hoping it's just being in this old basement and I'm not catching something. But so check out IRD CAFM L brake levers on the Crest bike site. I'll just Google that phrase and see if it comes up. What did Ian asked about that Crust bike, which I don't have any knowledge of. Where was that? I messed everything up here by. $115, so a little cheaper, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh, these say long pole though. Oh, that right. So interestingly, it says honestly, I've never had a bad experience using long pole lever with a short pole brake. The old Top Chat bamboozle. Bamboozle. Yeah. So I should show you guys the. Oh, it let Large drop the link. Nice. Oh, same thing, just different website, huh? Oh, they do make a short pole. Nice. So Dylan said those look pretty solid. Never seen those before. Just avoid the Velo Orange Grand Cru levers. Okay, definitely take your word for it on that. I was just thinking I just got my Marin going again, and that's a bike that has a lot of Velo Orange on it, but the levers are road 9-speed Shimano road levers. Oh, Large said they have a pair in the shop right now. Nice. Oh, on Maris's bike. Well, that doesn't do me any good. Like I said, no hurry. But so the bars are these new bars from Nitto, and they are. Does it have the name of what they're called on here? So yeah, I'm going with these sweet bars. So one of the things with this bike too is to make it something different. Like I don't want to just rebuild. I don't want to rebuild the Raleigh with just a bike with wider tire clearance. I want to make it something different. And when I borrowed this frame from Otis, or this bike from Otis, when he had it set up with some whiskey sweetback bars, and I really liked the way it rode. I was like, this is a lot of fun to have, and this has much more clearance than any bike I have. So I put some big fat meats, as Pathless Pedaled says on there. But yeah, so these are the bars I'm going to go with. I think I could put them on there. I don't know if that, he has a stem on it. I don't know if it's the right size, but. Yeah, they do look like the Albatross, but I guess they're pretty new from Nitto. I'm trying to, I thought they had a name for them somewhere, but maybe not. Because even the sticker just has like a bunch of numbers. Unless they're the B352AA-SSBs. Oh, here we go. Albatross. Yeah. Oh, they are Albatross. Okay. So that's exactly what they say. Yeah, these are wild, right? Otis was saying to put a happy stem on it and then have them tilted down. But I don't think I want to put a happy stem on this bike unless I have to, because I think the size should be good. I don't know, though. I'll have to fit them. But yeah, I don't want. Like, I would rather not if I don't. I guess that's it. I'd rather not. But yeah, pretty cool. So you can see they could go. They do give an option if you want it to have the rise or not. There was something Otis was saying about how these are great because of the what 38. What is that size? 31.8. He said the clamp is going to be really useful because you could really pull up on these bars. He said some bars like this, you have a problem where they'll like swing. They're really hard to get tight enough. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but. Hey, what's up, Charles? All zeros and ones. Compository tapes, less rise than an albatross. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. He was all about them, and I looked at them. I'm like, yeah, these look pretty cool. I'm gonna try those out. So yeah. So the other things that I got here that are in the box of stuff. So I've got these RaceFace cranks, and then even though Yonda, who said it couldn't be done, there is and again, this is stuff I don't know a lot about because I don't ride modern bikes, but a boost. So this bike's boost spacing, and then this is a spider that enables to have a 2x because I won't ride the Devil's drivetrain. So let's see what they RaceFace cinch direct mount spider 2x double 104/64 BC. So yeah, I don't have the rings yet. I don't have a cassette yet, but yeah. So shifting levers and group set. So Shimano SLX, Dior SLX, right? So Dior XT is the rear derailleur. Got there. Yeah, and some levers. So I think this is 10 speed, I believe. Hey, what's up, Arthur? How you doing? Oh, the Devil's Drivetrain is 1x. That's it's just a joke. I had said to Kenny, who owns Missing Falls Brewery, the one night that I ride a 2x the way Jesus intended bikes to be, and Kenny said, "What? So I'm riding the Devil's Drivetrain?" So. Party Size says you put some SimWorks rumble bars. That is their version of those. Super flexy, complete overhaul on the Rock Hopper. Nice. Charles said check out the Retrogression website. They have some hard to find Nitto bars that are noodle and riser. Well, I will check it out just to see it, but for now I've already bought these. So that's what I'm going with. And then yeah, I have no idea about direct. I have no when you guys are saying direct stand or all this stuff, I really don't know much about it. I'm already looking at these and how they're in the same position. I'm not even sure what I need to loosen these and put them on the bike. I have no idea. Oh, it looks like there's a little screw here. I don't know. I have no idea. Dylan said, "Oh, that's a cross-country mountain bike double then, so it would be like 3622 or something. I wonder if the Easton gravel rings would fit on it because RaceFace and Easton are the same company, huh?" Cinch rings, that's its own standard. Yeah, no idea. Yeah, this has got to be a mountain. This has got to be mountain bike stuff, right? Spider Boost 104/64 2x wide chain line. That's what it says. Why did they put this in a resealable package? Like I'm gonna close and open this? Like it's salami or something? Carl said Retrogression has some killer Sheldon Brown stickers too. Nice. I'll definitely check that out. Check it out here in a minute if I don't forget. So Party Size says for cinch you use the Shimano cassette tool to attach the ring to the crank and then on the non-drive side attaches with an 8mm bolt. Yeah, this is all stuff that I have never messed with. Oh yeah, it says cinch right on it. You're right, party size. Nope, it's not. I was thinking maybe it was one of these, but it's not. Let's see. Yeah, should really. I actually had lunch with Otis's accountant the other day, and so I was talking about that stuff. I'm like, yeah, if YouTube charges me, YouTube sends me a 1099 for any money I make on YouTube. Yeah, how much of bike stuff can I write off, right? So 8 millimeter Allen is what does this. Yeah, bigger than that. Yeah, 8 millimeter is a big Allen wrench. I wonder if I have one. It's very easy to set up, but you got to check the non-drive side bolt every once in a while, or you'll get some play. Oh yeah, then I should throw this in here too. So Otis at Dirty River had bought out a bike shop down by Columbus that was closed, and they were mostly a real triathlete, like super like a speed shop. Like that's all they did was fast, expensive bikes. So he was actually able to give me a really good deal on this carbon seat post. I definitely it feels like the decals are underneath a layer of the laminate, but I definitely don't want the SLK logo, so I don't know if I would just tape or paint it or over decal it, but it's a carbon seat post that I could use on this bike, and it has a nice setback, which I was wondering if I would need because I'm going to put a Brooks saddle on it. And a lot of times with the B17, you need a little bit of a setback, so I think that might work. I think this has carbon paste in here too. Speed shop. I guess that's what they call speed shops are old car, like where you soup up your old like cars into um, like drag racers. That's where I got that's where I got that word. Oh, nice, Charles. You corresponded. I was for a second. I thought you were saying you correspond with Sheldon Brown, and I'm going to be like, hate to break the news to you, but now I read the whole comment. Yeah, SLK with a B17 would be a sin. Yeah, it definitely needs to be blacked out, and like I've showed on the stream a bunch of times before. These garbage cranks that I had that came on I bought a old bike, and they just straight up broke while I was out riding it. They like literally my feet ended up next to each other on these. Like the cranks just broke. And I tried to I tightened them down to get myself home, but yeah, yeah, absolute trash. So, the frame Arden is this it's a Gunnar Rocktour Adventure 2 is the full name of it, but so it's interesting to hear people describe what this frame is because I've heard a number of people call it different things. So like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, it's like a mountain bike frame. It's a touring frame. It's a gravel frame. I consider it a gravel bike, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Matt Ford? Uh, Sheldon Brown advice via Ouija board. Chris said carbon brakes. Uh, modern carbon is good stuff. Vintage carbon, yeah. You know, I'm not a big carbon guy. Like I don't have a lot of carbon bits personally, but I'm not someone who's like opposed to it in every way. Uh, but yeah, there was especially that era of they were doing more with carbon than they should have been for a while. You know, as Trek had definitely found out, right? Steve Marino, yes, a do it all frame. Yeah, J Dandy ATB, I guess is the phrase everyone's using now. Yeah, old but modern mountain bike. Yeah, it's definitely more. It's not going to stretch you out like a vintage mountain bike. So Steve said carbon is not durable enough for your level of carelessness. Yeah, yeah, and there's that recall in salsa wood chipper carbon bars right now for sure. But hey, what's up, Tony? Tone Bone. Let's. I don't think I need to put the paste in just to put this on to have it in the uh, stand, and I could see if those bars go on. Like I said, the wheels are always a big thing. Uh, Once you put like wheels on a bicycle, like you really get to see what it's going to look like. Yeah, this is how I don't have any modern bikes. This is the only bike I will have that has through axles, and only the second bike I have with disc brakes. So, and it also has these. I didn't show this, I guess. Where did I set that? Is it in the box? Oh yeah, like with these kind of dropouts where the what do you? I don't even know what you. These things are wild, but yeah, Otis handed me this and said you keep this with you for that like the railer hanger style that it has on here, trailer hanger dropout thing. So yeah, whatever. ATD's nuts. Dylan said, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no, I mean, you know, YouTube titles have to be clickbait anyway. So if I call this something, I might as well call it an ATB, right?" Matt Ford said, "Looking forward to no terrain bikes." Yeah, no terrain bikes are road bikes, right? Gravel bikes are passe. I've said it a million times. Like I hate the term gravel bike, but it's the bike. It's a term we use, just like mountain bike. You know, you don't have to ride your bike in the mountains to go on good mountain bike trails. So, no terrain bike. You mean a Peloton? Yeah. Let's see if these bars will go in here. Uh, and then maybe I'll even see if I can find the right Allen wrench to slide the cranks in there, just to I don't know, get a feel for what this thing's gonna look like. I don't have autofocus on this camera. I meant to before I started streaming put the my Canon R5 down here, and I totally forgot. But I'll make it work. It's a 24 millimeter fixed lens too, so I can't zoom in on anything. A prime lens, as we call them in the business. Oh yeah, put that little. Oh wait. Oh, I have it cropped on here because when I looked at the back of the camera, the whole bike was on there, but it's not on the screen. So yeah, let's see. Probably should have put the wireless mic and all that stuff on there as well, huh? But oh well, you know.
Carl Hare super chatted $10. Tim, thanks for all the awesome content. Have a great night everyone, gotta run.
Hey, Carl, thanks so much, man. I truly appreciate that. Yeah, have an awesome night. That's thanks so much. Party size says he's gonna get popcorn to see if I could figure out these inch cranks. Yeah, should probably watch few YouTube videos. Or, I mean, you gave me good advice, right? I did ask Otis if I could clamp this carbon seat post, and he said long as there's enough rubber on my stand, which I think there is. So did this bike stand get shorter? I don't remember it being so low. It's well, all right. I'll point the camera down, I guess. That's what she said. Dylan said the post will probably have some nice flex, especially with the setback. Yeah. Yeah. What do you? So it's super slick. How would I go about like covering up those logos? You know.
Pudgy Pedal Pusher super chatted $1.99. Hey Tim, I'm going to fart in your face. Hamburger, 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 taco, 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 taco.
What's up, Pudgy? Taco, taco, taco. Electrical tape cover up? Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to do something nicer, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, turn this. See the chats. Dylan said he's taken logos off carbon post by wet sanding with 2000 grit sandpaper. Gives the whole post a matte finish. I'll need to look a little like under bright light, but I feel like this is under a layer of like the laminate. Which I get what you're saying. I still could take that off, but I'm not sure that I would want to on this guy. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. What Pudgy just said. I'm worried that this on this particular seat post, it's going to expose the bare carbon. It looks like. I think it needs to be sprayed. To be honest. Well, yeah. So Pudgy, I don't know if you missed this, but the seat post was basically free. Um, So it's kind of a nice option because it came in a big bunch of stuff, so I really didn't have to. Yeah, it doesn't have like Otis even said, "Hey, the price is right. You could use it to put it in the stand while you make the build and go with something else later." I mean, yes, I could put a Thompson with a setback in here. I need to see how it feels with the saddle, anyways, to see if I need setback like that. On the Marin, I 100% need the setback. Like the B17 did not work without having like a setback post. Uh, Matt Ford said party size cycling sticker pack to cover it up fancy. Jimmy Miller said just paint it. Breadwinner is painting carbon, NVC posts and stems on custom bikes. Uh, oh, Dylan said if it's under a thick clear coat, then no. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's definitely under a thick. It's smooth. Like I can't feel the decal at all, so I think it is underneath a. Don't paint it; it'll add grams. Squid it. I do have a bottle of pink squid bike paint. Oh, Pudge, you got a big bunch of stuff for me? Yeah, we got to get together. Like I said, either a Columbus up here or us down to Columbus day. Pudgy said just take dramatic pics of it and videos of it. Eventually, someone will send you a bamboo post to replace it. Oh, yeah, the hot sauce. Yeah, I haven't tried the original yet. I've been eating the green sauce, the citrus green sauce, because I've been using black beans. So I haven't gotten into the regular hot sauce yet. We have a snowstorm on the way tomorrow. Are you guys gonna get any of that in Columbus? Man, I don't. I know they were saying to go down with the bars, but I don't know if I could use the stem and go up with the rise. It's all gonna be about the fit, which I'll have no idea until I get the wheels on there. But wheels and saddle, you know. Oh, party, you got the ghost one, yeah. So, yeah, I haven't tried the super hot sauce. Mine are more the original and the green. Colin, these are Nito's new albatross bars. Otis is also saying these will eventually be good for content because he hasn't seen anyone talk about them online yet. But but I genuinely thought they were cool. So Nittos. Oh, your Jimmy, your hot sauce is called French Kissin' Satan, the ghost pepper one. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a super hot guy. I love hot sauces, but not like I can't do like super burning like stuff. Like that's not my. One of the cocktails I had tonight, he took mole sauce and peppers and steeped it with mezcal. Something made a syrup. It had like a real kick and it was delicious. I'll drop. You know what I should do? I should drop some of those photos when I edit them tomorrow into the Discord and the drink pics thing. 'Cause yeah, these bars look sick. This is gonna. I never say sick. I think one of you guys said that, and now I'm saying it. But I know cross pattern. I'm not tightening things down all the way, anyways. I'm just throwing them on. But yeah, these are gonna be badass. I hope the fit works with just this. Yeah, it'll be cool. This is gonna be an American-made frame with American-made wheels. The only thing is, I can't go full American because I'm not going to put that SRAM bullshit on here. I'm not a super hot guy. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Andrew said just back from a late night ride in the UK, 24-mile-an-hour per winds. Enjoyed it. I know. I was watching the well, let's get my face in here. GCN Tech Show, and they said the winter has been pretty tough over there in the UK. Charles, you said Scott Morrison has a YouTube video on his Sirota, and he said the paint weighed 23 grams. Yeah. Tim turning into a mountain biker. You said American-made rims, but they put the wheels together here, don't they? Aren't they American? Yeah, sorry. Should have really got the wireless mic going. And the problem with this mic is I have to talk right into it. But let's get this so you can see it. Sorry, guys. Can't turn that. Yeah, it's pretty rad. It's still not on camera. Weird. There we go. Yeah. Assembled in the USA. Hey, for these days, that's pretty good, right? And I will definitely go back and grease this stuff. I just want to kind of see stuff on here tonight. Just kind of messing around. Oh, they've switched standards on mountain bike derailleur hanger sizes. Wait, there's no threads on this thing. How does this work? How does this modern bullshit work? How do you get the threads through there? What the fuck? Not sure where to stand, Tim Fitzwater. What size tires? I had talked to Otis about the size tires, and I can't remember. But I was looking at the Rene Ayers, like the wide version of Hurricane rims, Hurricane ridges. But I can't remember what those ones are called and how wide they were. They're like, I think this fits like 2.1s easy. I think it goes even wider than that, but I think I might fender it too. If depends. Hey, what's up, Timothy? Welcome. Oh, nice. You're building up a 1985 Trek 560. That's awesome. I don't know what's going on here, Pudgy. I'll have to have someone else look at this. I don't understand this derailleur hanger at all. Maybe I could get it. Maybe I could get it to focus. Hey, what's up, Bradley? How you doing? Steve said modern bullshit is how you feel a lot. Stuff. Oh, I do think I need something else. Yeah. There's nothing to strip. Yeah. So 29 by 2.2. Yeah. Let's see. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So, do I got that in focus? Yeah, so where's the focus plane? Yeah, it's just got this little like ring here. There's no threads. There's threads in between here. Yeah, I have no. So, so Dylan said, I know what's going on with the derailleur. Look up Shimano direct mount. The pivoting piece should come stock with the derailleur. The hanger's there. Missing the knuckle. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'd need to get a little. Is there a little? Is there a little bolt that kind of goes through here? Then that tightens it onto that thing. The derailleur hanger, not that thing. I do know what that's called. If you had a road link, it'd be the part I took off. Ah, gotcha. So, Compository said, looks like a disc aluminolith. I could definitely see that. It is. What steel does Gunnar use on these? They don't actually say. Otis actually, one of the things he didn't like about it is that he said it's a very stiff bike. I don't remember thinking that when I wrote it. I wrote it in two different setups that he had it built up in. So I wrote it in a drop bar setup in the winter, and it wasn't very good riding, so I didn't get a lot of experience. But then I did ride it in his sweepback with, like I said, the whiskey, whatever whiskey bars he had on there that had like a similar style shape to the ones I have on here now. But I didn't feel like it was overly stiff, and we went off roading. We had a great ride. I think I have a whole video on the ride, but yeah. Oh, BAH, what's up? You said, can I do a ballpark total cost when the bike is finished? Yeah. I'd have to do it two ways because there's certain things I've gotten deals on that would not be retail, but I should do like a retail on the build. I could do a retail on the build and then what I got for the build, It's just, yeah, the bars, or something, the wheels. Well, I got a deal on the wheels too. We told Velocity that we were doing an American build, and they gave us a deal. Like again, the seat post is a would be like $100 seat post that I didn't pay for, but yeah. Columbus Ball Lacrosse. Steve said, "I know the old Waterford Sports used 753." Yeah, I'm guessing it's something like that. But Waterford uses a number of different tubing, uh, depending on the bike, right? Oh yeah, everybody's talking about how it's a great time to be buying stuff in the bike world. It's interesting though, and I find this to be a little bit true. Is everyone is like kind of overexcited about the idea of like the tons of inventory, but with the way inflation and everything else is in shipping, I feel like it's going to equal itself out. That it's not making stuff as cheap as you would think it would be. So Waterford uses many too. For those of you who don't know, like Gunnar is a brand by Waterford, and Waterford is the grandson of Richard Schwinn. So Schwinn was still building like really nice custom race bikes in Wisconsin, Waterford, Wisconsin. And when they wanted to discontinue that, the grandson of the founder, Schwinn, bought uh, the factory, the workshop, and started making Waterford precision cycles. Gunner came out later to have like Waterfords are lugged custom frames, and the idea behind Gunner would be, I think they're what air hardened TIG welded frames, and then also doing stuff that's a little more like this, an ATB uh, style build, because I think Waterford has such a reputation. They didn't want to, of being lugged custom frames, that they didn't want to put the Waterford name on these. But with a Gunner too, you could order them full custom geometry, but you get to the level at some point where you're getting into Waterford pricing territory, and maybe you just want to order one of those instead. But yeah, Pudgy said he doesn't think there are many great deals right now. There are just things in stock finally. I know there are a lot of shops that are doing deals, but yeah, 20% off $400 cassettes. Yeah. Muskrat said he would like to find a good bicycle work stand bargain. There, a couple years ago, this is such a weird thing, but Aldi's had a bunch of bike stands for almost nothing in them. This bike stand was cheap. It's a bike hand, a Taiwanese bike stand. I still think I might. This is something I wouldn't mind upgrading. I wouldn't mind getting a Park Tool, get it through Dirty River, but get a Park Tool bike stand. So it's fine. I think what I would do is I would move this one to the back of the basement. If you've seen the videos where I wash the bike, I just like put together a bunch of light stand components to be able to like have a bike up there when I'm cleaning the chain. So to buy a better bike stand for here where I'm actually working on stuff, but back where my floor drain is, to have like then put this one back there when I want to clean a clean a chain, or just do like a quick like cleaning job in the winter, to have like something cheaper that could just hold the bike. But yeah, this one's a pain. It's not, but it was cheap. So yeah, used is, I think right now, used is gonna like the used bike market, because so many people are like fixing up bikes and selling them when people couldn't get parts. I think used is definitely the move right now if you're trying to get a deal on something. Oh, maybe I put the front derailleur on instead. Is this the right? Yeah. Is it 10 o'clock already? Holy shit. Another thing I didn't finish. Well, one, I messed up the members video that I was going to put out, and then well, I have no idea where I'm going to place this without a chain ring on here. So it's up here, right? Oh, this bike's never had a derailleur on it. Front derailleur. But I'll hold off on that. It's stupid to put that on there. So we're all here for the cranks. All right. The Aldi bike stands are fine if you don't need robust. Let's see if we can find an 8mm Allen wrench. Oh, nice. Got one. Let me, yeah. Oh, I guess I could stand up here. So I'm assuming it's this. This is the move. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's coming apart. So I'm guessing the rings mount to that, right? So this would be the non-drive side. Let me get the camera angle right. And then there's some kind of lock ring thing on this. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. How often have you in your life picked up an Allen wrench that was the right size? When it's your job regularly. I'm good at sockets, Pudgy. Like if I grab a socket, ring goes in there and then tighten down the lock ring with a cassette tool. Oh, I got that totally blocked. Sorry. Oh, so this unscrews and the ring is, that's what a direct mount ring is, huh? So the ring just goes on there and then you put that on over it. I don't have any rings. I think I already said that. Oh, I see that. Oh, okay. Oh, so you would tighten down the direct mount ring with the cassette tool, like you were saying, like that. I see. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Chris? All right, so I learned something today. What about this bullshit on this side? Where this thing screws on, and then there's like a lock, or it's like a set screw here or something. Chris, these are RaceFace turbines. And then I was showing earlier. Oh, so I do have this to put on. So I have a spider. So instead of going one by direct mount. I think the Spider goes on direct mount, and it makes it so I could put on 2 chain rings. 2 chain rings are all the rage right now. Not at all, but Pathless Pedaled likes them. So how do you do this so it doesn't block the bolts? Ah, like this. Just make sure you have the chain ring the right way or you're fudged and have to start over. Yeah, so I think this is different. This makes it for a different situation. This makes it for a different situation. Okay. 2 days of drinking, free drinks, man. You tighten it to the bearing and then set the screw. Gotcha. Preload adjuster. So front derailleurs inspire some rage in you instead of being as annoying. Yeah. The button up service. Hey, what's up, Dr. Bob? The non-drive side ring is for bearing preload. I'm a vintage guy. Like I am a square taper crank or a Holotech guy. That's like the kind of shit I know. But oh yeah, this is cool. Yonda said it couldn't be done, but this bike will be a 2x. Yeah, so I've always said I'm just a dude who has cameras. Like I do not pretend to be some expert mechanic or anything like that, and I never have. And so you could see this tonight, like, and that's why, like, when I work on vintage bikes, I know what I'm doing. Modern bikes, I don't, and I wouldn't ever. Also, by the way, like, just force stuff or pretend to know what I'm doing or just like put the stuff together and go out riding. I'm just kind of messing around tonight, and that's also why I like you guys because you guys teach me a lot of stuff I don't know. So, but just to be clear for anyone who is new around here, like modern bikes are not my jam. Like I like them, I like riding them, but I don't know, like working on them, building them. I think I only have 3 bikes with modern headsets, so. I don't need to take apart the bottom bracket to put this on, right? Shouldn't this just slide through here? Again, square taper guy. I don't. Do you need a tool to put that through there? It doesn't just slide in, is what I'm saying. Yeah, what's the process for getting that in there, by the way? Party size says it defeats the purpose of using a cinch, but good job. Well, the point is that this already existed with no cost to me. So you jam it in? Do you do? The Garmin Varia, I was talking about the Garmin Varia. Where was that? I was hanging out with some friends and we were chatting about it. Oh, it was at Missing Falls. And one of the things that I said is I ride in the city, and that the city's the only place I've ever been hit, and I only feel like the Vario would do me any good in the country, and I don't have a problem with cars in the country, but I know people swear. I was saying the same thing because the guy was interested in getting one. I'm like, people who have them swear by them. I'm completely uninterested in owning one myself. So the grooves on the lock ring should match up with the grooves in the bottom bracket. Sledge mallet kick. So it does just go through there. I assume you grease these up, right? Tim might as well be effing Amish and hate his bike. Let's see. Let me actually try to do it from the right angle and not from the backside where I can't even see what's going on. But oh, is this thing? There's a hole here. Is this for internal routing? No. What is that for? There's a hole in the um, seat tube, but there's bosses for all the cable routing. Oh, is that for a dropper? No. I have no idea. Okay, yeah, you just jam it in there. Told you guys, you just jam it in there. Okay, then you tighten that for the bearing. Why is it so? I think barely fucking spins. So the chain rings will be on the inside. That's an interesting look. Where's my little Allen wrench? Oh, it is for a dropper? Yeah. Let me see over here. The old reach around. So Party Size says the 8mm bolt will get you preload, and then I think there might be a non-drive side collar bolt. There is, for sure.
Pudgy Pedal Pusher Super Shattered $1.99. Large Marge take the boy home, he hurting that bike.
Yeah, I feel like this should just push on here, right? No? Ah. Okay, now we're in business. Ah, smooth as nothing. I think I'll lose like 15 watts if this is the way this spins. Either way, get to see what the bike looks like with the crank on it. Thanks, Pudgy. So, Arden, you said not totally with you. The Varia makes sense if you're already staring at a GPS unit. You don't want any kind of screen in your vision when riding. Yeah. I just feel like, I guess the one thing I was saying is what is the evasive action I would take when a car. It's why I don't even ride with mirrors. Like, I just don't feel like, man, I just feel like if I'm going to get hit, I'm going to get hit. Like, there's nowhere to go. Like, when I'm like avoiding sewers in the city or if I'm riding on a country road, like, I guess we all say car back to each other so we all know. We stop riding two by, but I don't know. It's probably one of those things too. Once you start riding with, you wonder how you ever rode without it. I totally understand that. So again, not dissing it. I just don't think it's for me. But yeah, yeah, Steve, it wouldn't be drainage. It's so I wasn't. Can you guys see? So let's see. Level wise, it's here. So I think dropper would have to be what it is for. Hey, what's up, Dimitri? Back it off a turn or two. I think it needs to be adjusted from the other side. It was tight before I even put this one on. Uh, yeah, it just doesn't feel. It must be something, or what you were saying with the bearing preload over on this side. I think that's what needs to be back. Okay, so the bearing thing needs to be backed off. That's where I think the tightness is coming because this one needs to be tightened down because there's play in there. If not, yep. So this turns, pulls it off the bearing a little bit, then you tighten down that set screw, right? So. Trust me, this is not the way I'm going to. I'm not going to put pedals on and go ride this without um, expert advice. I'm just. This is not a. You know, it's just a little experiment. Yeah. Either way. Yeah, Pudgy, you said like derailleur or dropper, but there's double. Let's see. Well, I guess brakes. Um, brake, derailleur. I'm gonna need. There's no. Oh, there's a screw hole. I'm also gonna need a piece that will guide the cable up to the derailleur, right? Interesting. I'll have to think about that. Are these top pole? Are these top pole? Will it just come straight down to it? Whoops. Oh, okay. So maybe the cable actually just does come and pull this out? Hmm. I'll have to look into that too. A lot of unknowns. A lot of unknowns on this build. Just a mock-up. Yeah, a dry fitting, if you will. Get this to Dirty River ASAP. It will go to Dirty River. Trust me. It will end up at Dirty River. I only told Otis that I was bringing the bars and everything home to show him on the stream. So party size, so it's the equivalent of that weird proprietary Shimano top hat look tool that Holotech 2 uses. Yeah. Yeah, there's a new pedal brake video coming. There's a new members video coming. There's a new lot of things. Where did I put that? Where did I put my triple wrench? Did you guys see that thing anywhere? What the heck? Twan said, I have more faith in you, Tim. Just don't ride near me." All right, that little idea with that, you know. Cable pull. Man, what is that? Is so weird with this way out here. I don't. Oh well. Like I said, Dirty River will be doing that. You out, party size? Thanks for joining, man. Have a good night. Oh, nice. Party size got a merch drop tomorrow. Definitely check it out. Oh, I think. Really stroking the backside of the seat too. I don't understand the cable routing. Like the cable goes in way out here. I mean, it's like you just you run a cable down here and then it just like shoots out to the side. What the hell? Weird mountain bike bullshit. Let's see what the shifters look like. It looks like the stop is integrated into the derailleur, so it comes in from the top. I need to look at a photo. I can't wrap my head around how that's going to work. But Wait, this is a shifter for a triple. Right? Wherever. Yeah. How do these go? Yeah, where do you put your shifters on bars like this? Yeah, I guess you're gonna have your brakes. Oh, no? Okay, but backwards? Oh, yeah. That what that? No idea. All right, that's enough messing around. Poorly messing around with a modern bike for one night, but I am happy about the bar situation. I think